Hello, welcome to Online Careers Advice. In this video we're going to be showing you how you can book an appointment with us for one of our careers advice services using our website, which is www.onlinecareersadvice.co.uk. Okay, so first things first, when you arrive on the website you need to bring up the Our Services tab, which is highlighted here. Now, if you've got a voucher code, you can enter it by clicking on this button and the relevant discount will be applied. If not, then you can ignore it completely. We have produced a separate YouTube video on how to redeem a voucher, which is up on YouTube. Okay, so there's a choice of 6 careers advice services which we offer as part of a 1-hour careers advice appointment. And these are exploring career ideas, skills and interest assessment, job search advice, CV advice, application form support, and job interview support. In that third paragraph here, we're just outlining how much that costs, the fact that only one appointment can be made by a client within a 24-hour period, and that all customers will be provided with a written summary of what was discussed and agreed as part of the consultation within 24 hours of their appointment. And then the final paragraph here is just reiterating the fact that we're an online careers advice service only, and that customers need to make sure that their IT setup is right in order to be able to access the service. And there's a hyperlink there that customers can click on, which will take them to our How It Works section of our website, which talks to them about the minimum specification for the various services that are provided using Skype. Okay, so beneath that are 6 subheadings, one for each of the different careers advice services that we offer. And under each of those subheadings, you've got the price of the service, what the services are, and what customers can expect from those services. So once a customer's decided what service they want, all they need to do is click on the green book button, which is in the bottom right hand corner. Okay, so then what happens next is that you're presented with a calendar where you can select your desired date and time for your appointment. So the selected date is shown in green, as shown there. And then if there are dates that are greyed out like that, that means that there aren't any appointment slots available on those dates. If the dates are shown in white, like the majority of the dates on this calendar, then that means that theoretically there are appointments available on those days. So let's suppose you choose that particular date and you choose that particular time, then you're ready to go on to the next stage. The customers need to register with Online Careers Advice in order to book in for an appointment for one of our services. And so that requires customers to fill in our registration form. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. I'm just going to put in a fictitious person's name. And an email address, which we need in order to obviously contact customers. It's also useful to have a mobile number as well. You don't have to put in the address, but we do require the date of birth because we're an adult-based careers advice service, so we just need that to verify that people are over the age of 18. And put in a Skype username, and then you can select your preference, whether you prefer to have a Skype video call, which is a webcam based Skype interaction, or a Skype to Skype call, which is a non-webcam based interaction. These next few questions are really around equality and diversity, and it's just a reflection of our desire to try and make sure that our service is accessible. And you're entirely free to determine whether you answer those questions or not. So you've got the option there to say prefer not to say, if that's your desire. Where it comes to current situational status, you've got different options there for things like employment, education and training, voluntary work, risk of redundancy, and so on. Where that's useful to us is that by providing that information, it can help us to target the advice and guidance support to your particular situation, your particular circumstances. And the same is true of qualification level. With occupational sectors of interest, we recognise that some people will have a very clear idea of the particular occupational sector that they're interested in. However, there may be some people who are not so clear on the occupational sector that they're interested in, or they may have 2 or 3 that they're interested in, and so the idea of having a first, second and third choice of sector is really just to reflect that. So I'll just put in second choice and a third choice there. Now, if you're not sure what jobs fall under the different occupational sectors, you can just click on this link here. And that'll just take you to a website where you've got the list of the different occupational areas. And when you click on the occupational area link, you can then find out the list of jobs and careers that live under that particular occupational job family. Okay. Moving on, we've got this section here which is about any other information. And really it's any other information which you think might help us to help you. So it might be about the type of person that you are. It could be about any outside interests that you have, such as travelling. It could be about your lifelong passions. It could be about your learning and work goals. It could be things around what you've done to date in terms of employment or education and training. Anything that you consider to be relevant to communicate to us. The next parts of the form are just to do with, for example here, surveys and research. This is all about follow-up work that we would like to do to make sure that customers are progressing towards achieving their goals and to ensure the quality of our service. But if you don't want to take part in that sort of activity, you just tick the box. Okay, and with customer opportunities contact, this is all about us telling you about relevant opportunities for careers advice and learning or work opportunities. Again, if you don't want to have that contact made, then you just tick the box. And finally, we are seeking to record the careers interventions that we have online for quality and training purposes. But if you don't want your session to be recorded, then all you need to do is just tick this box there. Okay, and then finally there's the option to put in a password so that you don't have to recall these details for a second, so that you don't have to refill the details from scratch for a second and subsequent appointments slots that you book. So I'll just put a password in, click on next. Okay, that takes us to the next part. So basically from there you can check you've got the right service. Okay, check that you're happy with the date and time for your appointment slot. and just check that we've got the right personal details there, so the various contact numbers and so on and so forth. Showing the name of the service and the price. Do make sure that you read our cancellation policy, which is listed underneath. And it's very, very important that, and I really do stress the need to make sure that you read our online booking terms and conditions, our data protection policy, our privacy policy, and that you're clear on making sure that your machine meets the minimum specification to receive Skype-based services. And all those different policies and information are hyperlinked. So for example, if you want to look at the online booking terms and conditions, you can click on a hyperlink, and that takes you to a PDF document where you can look at that information in more detail. Crucially, you can print off that information so it's permanently available to you, or you can save it onto your own machine so that then you can have a permanent copy of that you can always refer to. Okay, assuming you've read all of that and you're happy with it, you then click on I agree to the conditions and policies above. And what we have with Online Careers Advice is we're linked to PayPal, and this just outlines the various payment options that are available through PayPal. But I'm going to click on this button here, which is the Pay Now and Confirm Your Booking button. So if you're happy with everything, you've read the terms and conditions, you're happy with what you've booked, the price and everything else, that's where you'd go next. Okay, and what happens is it takes you into our PayPal payment window. Now, on the left hand side, you just have a booking reference number and the price of the service that you've requested. If you have a PayPal account, then you can log in to pay using your PayPal account, using your designated PayPal email address and your PayPal password, and then just click on login. However, many people don't necessarily have a PayPal account. That's perfectly fine. All you need to do then is just click on this link which says don't have a PayPal account, and then you can enter in your details accordingly. So you can select various card type, so there's everything from MasterCard through to Visa and other cards like Switch and Maestro. You just put in your name, your address, postcode and other details, and then just click on continue. And that pretty much is how you can book an appointment for one of our careers advice services through our website, www.onlinecareersadvice.co.uk. Thank you for watching our video, and we look forward to helping you soon.